How social media affects self-belief. Have you ever looked at your phone, scrolled through Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, and suddenly felt like you weren't doing enough with your life? Maybe you felt less attractive, less successful, or less capable compared to the endless highlight reels of others. You're not alone. In fact, billions of people across the world are silently battling the same invisible enemy, the effect of social media on self-belief. Today, we're diving deep into how social media impacts the way we see ourselves, the psychology behind it, and what we can do to take back control. This conversation might just change the way you scroll forever. Before we can understand how social media affects self-belief, let's define it. Self-belief is the confidence in your own abilities, decisions, and worth. It's that quiet inner voice that says, "I can do this," or "I'm good enough." Without it, we hesitate, we doubt, and we shrink back from opportunities. Now here's the truth. Self-belief doesn't just come from within. It's shaped by our environment, our culture, and, more than ever before, the digital spaces we live in. And that's where social media comes in. Social media is powerful. It connects people, spreads ideas, and gives a platform to voices that were once unheard. But like a double-edged sword, it cuts both ways. On one hand, social media can inspire us. We see success stories, motivational content, and opportunities to learn and grow. On the other hand, it can chip away at self-belief by creating constant comparison. The highlight reels, the filters, the curated lifestyles, they can make us feel like we're never measuring up. Research shows that excessive exposure to these perfect images increases feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and low self-esteem. That's not just theory. It's happening daily to millions of users, maybe even to you. Why does social media affect us so deeply? The answer lies in human psychology. We are naturally wired to compare ourselves with others. Psychologists call this social comparison theory. In real life, comparison is limited. You see your neighbors, coworkers, or classmates. But on social media, you're exposed to thousands, even millions of people who seem richer, fitter, happier, or more successful. Imagine waking up every morning and comparing yourself not to 10 people in your community, but to the best people in the entire world. That's the reality of scrolling. And what happens? Slowly, our self-belief erodes. We start to think, if they can do it, why can't I? Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I don't deserve success. These thoughts are poison to self-belief. Here's the secret few people talk about. Most of what you see online is an illusion. The perfect vacation picture? Probably one of 100 shots. The flawless skin, often filtered or edited. The luxury lifestyle, sometimes borrowed, rented, or staged. But our brains don't always process that. Instead, we take it at face value and feel like we're falling behind. And that's dangerous, because self-belief thrives on authenticity. When you constantly consume illusions, your own reality feels inadequate. Another major way social media affects self-belief is through validation. Think about likes, shares, comments. They feel good, don't they? That little red notification gives a quick dopamine hit. But here's the trap. When your self-belief starts depending on outside validation, it becomes fragile. If your post does well, you feel confident. If it flops, you doubt yourself. Slowly, your self-belief shifts from being internal, based on your abilities, to being external, based on approval from others. And once that happens, social media has you in its grip. Now let's be fair. Social media isn't all bad. When used wisely, it can actually boost self-belief. Communities of support, groups that uplift people with shared struggles, educational content, tutorials, motivational talks, and success stories, opportunities, networking, exposure, and business growth. For many, social media is where they discover their voice, build confidence, and connect with like-minded people. The key is how we use it. Let me share 2 quick examples. Example 1. A teenager spends hours scrolling through influencers' posts. She begins to believe she's not attractive enough, not popular enough, not worthy enough. Her self-belief crumbles, leading to anxiety and self-doubt. Example 2. Another teenager uses the same platforms but follows motivational speakers, entrepreneurs, and positive communities. Instead of comparison, she finds inspiration. Her self-belief grows, and she starts her own small project. Both used the same tool, social media, but got completely different outcomes. Why? Because of how they engaged with it. So, how do we guard our self-belief in this digital age? Here are practical steps. Curate your feed. Unfollow accounts that make you feel inadequate. Follow people who inspire, educate, and uplift you. Limit screen time. Too much exposure magnifies comparison. Set boundaries for scrolling. Practice self-awareness. Notice when comparison creeps in. Ask yourself, is this real or just a highlight reel? Build internal validation. Celebrate small wins offline. Journal your progress. Trust your abilities, not just others' reactions. Engage with purpose. Use social media as a tool, not as a mirror. Create, share, and connect with intention. Digital detox. Take regular breaks. Reconnect with reality. It restores perspective. Rebuilding self-belief isn't about deleting every app. It's about reclaiming control. It means deciding, I will not let likes define me. I will not let comparisons steal my worth. I will not let illusions dictate my reality. Instead, you use social media to amplify your voice, your growth, and your authentic self. So here's the takeaway. Social media is a tool. It can either destroy your self-belief or strengthen it, depending on how you use it. Next time you scroll, remember, what you see is not the full truth. Your journey, your progress, and your worth are unique and valuable. Don't let a screen tell you who you are. Believe in yourself, protect your mind, and use social media wisely. Because at the end of the day, true self-belief doesn't come from likes or followers. It comes from within. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's spread awareness, uplift each other, and take back control of our self-belief in this digital world.